we have seen these women go at it so many times, and it is always a treat to have incredible matches from them. We most recently saw them in a no-gi match, who's #1. Bia escaped with a narrow victory there, but back in the gi, another world finals between the two.
You know, honestly, Kendall, I'm not sure if they even know themselves the number of times that they've competed against each other. It's these are two competitors extremely familiar with each other over the years. They've competed against each other so many times. I think they know each other's games so well, inside out probably. Friendly rivals, but very much rivals, and very competitive. And I'm interested to see how they will adapt their styles, their techniques, their strategies for this match this weekend.
Yeah, really interesting. They're gonna come up to the top, and they're gonna have 1 penalty apiece for the double guard pull, with 20 seconds of no action. And
hey, that happened a couple of years ago, and they ended up with a DQ in the final of the Worlds.
Who was that?
These two.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the same. Wow, in the final of the Worlds.
Yeah, they met in the final a few years ago, and that's what happened. So fingers crossed we won't see that happen again.
Yeah, absolutely. Another double pull here. Luiza Monteiro had an incredible win in her semifinals match with Natalie Ribeiro, really high-level competitor, and finished her with
what a beautiful submission that was.
With a beautiful submission. Yeah, it was very impressive. Good match to go back and watch. And so has been definitely on fire coming into this match here in the finals with Bia Mesquita. Bia Mesquita had Margot Ciccarelli in the semifinals, and I believe it was an advantage. It was very close. It was very close. I believe it was an advantage win over Margot. I think we are probably going to see another come up here back to the feet. The referee is not standing them up yet because it looks like Bia may be, or Luiza may have an ankle lock grip around. Oh no, Luiza doesn't. Maybe Bia does. And back to the feet. So this is going to be our second penalty. So they'll each get 1 penalty and 1 advantage.
I'm just looking through the results now, and last time I managed to find a record of competing in the World Championships was in the final of the lightweight division in 2018 with Beatriz taking that one over Luiza Monteiro. So let's see if this one's any different.
About 2 minutes in now. We still have our just 1 advantage and 2 penalties apiece for the 2 guard pulls. Be interesting to see if there will be a third one here.
Cagey start from these two, I feel.
Looks like Bia will most likely get the bottom position on that pole. We're gonna know in a minute here. Yes, so Bia has the bottom position. Luiza pulled too late for it to be a double pull, so she assumes the top position. And Bia in here on an ankle lock that definitely did look threatening for a moment because Luiza had to really quickly stomp her right foot to the ground, putting all her weight in that leg. And Bia doing a great job with both of her feet to extend Luiza's hips, start to put some extension on that foot. And I'm corrected, so they did call it a double guard pull. Looks like someone from the outside communicated to the center referee, center judge, and gave the advantage to Luiza Monteiro for coming up on top.
Just interesting to see in this match. Not Andre Galvao in the corner of Luiza Monteiro, but actually Bruno Frazzato. Oh, look at this. Straight ankle lock here from
a lot more pressure
Bia
now.
Mesquita.
A lot more pressure on this foot now. You
now
can
she's
see
off balance to her. Yeah, she can get some leverage into that.
Well, Luiza's having to make some quick adjustments. That's usually the telltale sign because ankle lock, sometimes it's hard to tell. But when you start having big reactions from the opponent, you know it's starting to get some bend in the foot. Luiza communicating to the center referee now. Maybe an issue with the grips. Can't see from this angle just yet. But Luiza definitely have some complaints to the referee here. You have to be careful when speaking to the referee as well because you can't be penalized for that if they feel that it was unnecessary. Trying to create some separation with her left leg. Luiza kind of pushing, but at the same time taking the tension off of her foot by using the left hand to pull Bia's upper body closer to her. Looks like Bia's foot might have been stuck inside Luiza's belt, and it's getting tighter here now. You can see more pressure. Luiza answering with a toe hold of her own, though, and going over, and she does have some crank here and some isolation of the leg.
Luiza has some powerful leg locks, but I'm not sure I've ever seen... I'm not sure I've ever seen Beatriz Mesquita tap to a leg lock in her career. I have seen Luiza get tapped with ankle locks.
There is definitely some torque here on that ankle lock from Bia Mesquita, but not enough, and she switches over into more of a 50-50 position. Do we get an advantage here for Luiza and for Bia? So 1 and 1 there for the leg attacks, for the toe hold for Luiza and the ankle lock for Bia. So Luiza has a very narrow lead now with 3 advantages to 2. She'll look now to bring her right leg over just like she did and try to move into a leg drag position outside of the 50-50. But Bia moves the leg back to the other side of her neck, and so she's out of danger for the moment. If Luiza can step her leg over the side of Bia's head and start to drive her right knee to the ground on the side of the hip, then she will be in a beautiful passing position. But we obviously see, Bia is well aware of this. She's holding that leg tight. She's not going to let that leg cross over. So we're in a bit of a stalemate here until we're able to open up this 50-50 position. See Luiza trying to yank that leg back up and over. And Bia doing a good job with her neck, kind of pinching to the right side to secure that ankle in to keep her out of danger. But she will have to score from here because she's losing by an advantage, 4 minutes left. Interesting now, she's bringing the left leg over. It was almost like a lasso grip for a second because of her grip on the sleeve with the left hand. But now with a big hip switch to the left, she starts to come up on top, and she will score 2 for the sweep here on Luiza Monteiro. It's a big hip rotation, little bit of a pendulum-style sweep. And as long as she stays on the hip, it's really difficult for Luiza to take her back because Luiza would need to take her to her left side or Bia's right side. Luiza in the blue and Bia in the white. We do know Luiza has very, very dangerous knee bar transitions from 50-50. Knee bar and toe holds. We might see a little bit of a 50-50 armbar attempt here from Luiza. She sucks in Bia's arm, but Bia definitely well aware of the attacks coming. And as long as she stays in the top position, she is in the lead. Now we see Bia putting a spider grip in with her left foot on the bicep. It just takes away the use of Luiza's right arm, which she would most likely need to be able to sweep to the top position. Luiza using her left foot coming over to that shoulder, trying to break the grip off of her own sleeve, trying to break Bia's grip. And now we see Bia digging underneath the leg. This could be the sign that she's ready to try to exit this 50-50 position, try to open up that lock of Luiza, either bring her right foot over the top of Luiza's body or stand up to her left leg, one of the two. Just over 2 minutes left here. Now we might see a possible exit from 50-50 here from Bia Mesquita, stomping big with her left foot to extract her right foot out of that position. But now we see Luiza in a very, very confident and comfortable single leg X guard. She has an incredible single leg X and X transitions to sweeps, back takes, knee bars, you name it. Definitely a preferred position of hers. Referee's gonna pull the belt out of there. From here, Bia's best option is to try to bring a lot of weight down to her right side, her right leg, so that it can't be elevated, and try to get that foot off her hip. But now, Luiza able to continue controlling that ankle. Big hip pressure here from Bia Mesquita. She has to be careful with her knee getting torqued a little bit, and it's also stuck in the belt. We're back to close guard here with just over a minute left. Luiza is trailing by 2, but if she were to score 2 points, she is up on the advantage.
Just over 1 minute remaining now in this match. Luiza Monteiro, let's see if she can get that very dangerous open guard working. She struggled with the strength of Beatriz Mesquita when they competed no-gi just a couple of months ago, back in October. The physicality, Beatriz has worked hard on her strength and conditioning, and the effects on her jiu-jitsu is noticeable. She is so solid from the top position nowadays. It's very difficult to dislodge her.
And back to single leg X though, Luiza. This could be a chance to score with 30 seconds left. It's definitely possible for her to come up on top.
Beatriz
and she is going for the top position with the toe hold in play. But if she escapes that submission, she will score the 2 here with 20 seconds left on the scoreboard. Bia needs to keep chasing that submission or come back up on top if she hopes to win, and she does come back up to the top position here.
Very smart strategy from Beatriz Mesquita in looking for that
last second attempt here from Luiza.
That'll be worth an advantage, I would have thought, but hanging on to the leg lock during that sweep attack basically negated any reversal points that Luiza Monteiro would have got for that sequence. That is a very, very smart strategy. That is experience showing through. Now, if I am not mistaken, I believe that Beatriz Mesquita has just set a record now for the number of gold medals as won by a female champion in the IBJJF.
Wow, both ladies very, very emotional here.
Now becomes a 7-time World Championship no-gi medalist.
Very, very tight match there between Bia and Luiza, and a new record set for Bia Mesquita with 7 world titles.
Phenomenal performance from a young veteran.
We're double checking on that world title number. I think it might be higher.
Female black belt lightweight champion is Beatriz Mesquita.
Big win for Bia Mesquita. Very emotional here in the center mat. Your lightweight champion of 2021, and Luiza Monteiro with a silver medal. So Mesquita just earned her 10th world championship. Sorry for the mistake. 10-time black belt world champion. Here are some highlights from the match.